Hey, what's cracking? Niall here from Copper and Candles, and this tutorial is how to build a dabbing lamp, like dabbing or however it goes. So this tutorial is pretty much like my last tutorial, the PP lamp, but I've changed from a gate valve light switch, which I used then, to just a normal switch I found in a car accessory shop, and have a nice LED red light bulb as well. So this is the front view, side, back, other side. Okay, so if you want to build this lamp yourself, remember that I'll leave a link to my Facebook page in the description, and I'll put a shopping list of all the parts you need, and you can bring that to your plumbing supply store, and yeah, you can build it yourself. Don't forget to subscribe, like and share. I will be adding new tutorials every couple of weeks, so let's get started. Okay, we're going to drill a pilot hole first with maybe a 2mm drill bit. Okay, then we're going to change to 5mm drill bit. Okay, that's perfect. Okay, I went ahead and I drilled an 8mm hole just so there would be some clearance when we're pushing the wire through. There's some room here, and later we can look for a grommet, a rubber wash grommet that we can put into the hole. This is too big, but we can find a smaller one just for safety, so the wire doesn't get cut, and it could be an electric short or someone could get electrocuted. Okay, next we have our switch. This is an on-off switch I got in an auto parts store, car auto parts store, so you can find an assortment of switches in your electrical shop or an auto shop. So this one has two terminals, on and off. So we get our wire, our lead, sorry, and I've already crimped on a wire terminal connector to the live, so we push that onto one of the terminals like that. You also need another piece of black live wire, and I've crimped on another terminal connector which we will connect to the other one. Okay, so there's our switch, and it's connected with a live going in and a live coming out. Okay, here we have our neutral, and we're going to get a butt connector, and we're going to crimp that, just in case you don't know what crimp means. I'll show you here with my crimpers. Okay, so that's crimped on there, and you need another length of neutral wire to go in the other side, and we crimp that too. Okay, so our lead will come in, the live will go into the switch, and we will have a live coming out, and our neutral is just going to connect with a butt connector. Okay, let's move on. We're going to start with our 1/2" side outlet T. So it's a normal T, but it has the extra side outlet. So we're gonna put a 1.5 nipple and a 90, and we're going to tighten them until, so we're going to tighten them until the 90 is facing down and the side outlet is facing out. Okay. I think that might be okay. Tiny bit more. Okay, so side outlet is facing out, 90 is facing down. I'm going to do the same on the other side. Inch and a half nipple. $90. Gotta tighten. Okay, let's do it this way. Okay, as I said, you don't have to tighten the nipple and then tighten the 90. Just put the nipple in, put the 90 in and tighten the 90, and that in turn will tighten the nipple. So it will tighten both of them at the same time. And also, as I've said in my other videos, these fittings have a line, like from when they were made, the form. They have a line on the outside and the inside, so if you match that line with the line on the other fitting, you're pretty much close, but then you can adjust it later. You're close to straight. So that's what it will look like. Side outlet facing out, 90 facing down. Okay, nice and tight. Okay, we have this all tightened up. So next we're going to get our cord and push that through, pull it out the top, in the front of the T, out the top of the T, all the way. Okay, and then we have our live and neutral wires. Can push them in and pull them out. Live, neutral, pull them out. Okay, now we're left with our switch. Everything's coming out the front or the top. Our switch, which we will if we can. Okay, we're going to twist that on. Make sure it doesn't get tangled. You can, as you twist it, you can twist the lead so nothing is tangled. Okay, when it starts to tighten up, you know you're there, right? So get your wrench. Give that a nice Tighten and make sure your switch is where you want it to be, which is nice and straight with the point at the top. Okay, there's your switch, all the wires coming out the top. Now you'll get the end of the lead again and push it back down into the hole, and you're going to pull it out here. Just like that. Okay. There we go. So you have your live and neutral wires coming out the top, your switch is in place, and your lead is coming out bottom of the 90. Okay, next we're going to do the feet. We have our 1/2 inch flange. We have the nipple with the 8-inch hole we drilled. Give that a tighten. Another one here, flange and nipple. Give that a tighten. Okay. Now I'm going to put our lead down through the leg, pull the wire through, and screw our leg in place. Make sure the hole is facing the 8-inch hole we drilled, make sure it's facing down. Okay. All right. So that's one leg. Same with the other. Screw that in. Now we have our 2 feet on. What are we going to do? Is pull the lead back through the hole and push that through. Be careful that you don't damage the wire because that hole can be sharp. So push that wire, push that lead back through the hole all the way. There you go. You have your bottom part of the body done, and the lead. You can stick a plug on that now if you want, but first make sure you put on the rubber grommet like this. Put on the rubber grommet, pull that down and put it in your hole so you don't damage the wire. Then you can put on your plug, and that's done, finished with. There we go, we have the bottom part of the lamp finished, and we still have our live and neutral sticking out the top of the T. Alright, top half of the body now. I'm going to start off with a 1.5 inch nipple. that in there. Give it a tighten. Okay. Next we have a 45 and another nipple. So okay, tighten our 45. So it's facing to the left. In the box to the left. I already tightened the 1.5 nipple. Okay, lastly we have our cross T. Well, not lastly actually, but next. Okay, stick that on there, screw it in. And give it a tighten. Might have to counteract it so nothing moves. Okay. And next we're going to do our head. I have an 1.25 by 1/2 inch reducing 90, and I have an 1.5 inch socket here, which fits in perfectly into your reducing 90. It's a bit loose, so what we have to do, I've used this 90 already in my last video, so I'm just going to show you what I did. I drilled a 2.5mm hole, and I got my tap for my M3 screw, and I tapped my hole. So when that's tapped, we have our M3 screw. We can screw this up from the bottom, and that's going to hold that socket in place sturdy. Okay, we're going to put our head on. So first we need another 1.5 inch nipple. And we're going to tighten that. Always counteract so nothing moves. Now we have our head. I'm going to cut these 2 wires, and I'm going to cut these 2 wires and join the both of them using our butt connectors. Okay, I've joined these 2 wires together, the black live and the white neutral, and now I'm just going to wrap them in some electrical tape. So we have our wires pushed down here. We're just going to twist our head maybe 3 times so we can put it in any direction we want after. Okay, then we push our wires inside, push our socket in, then we're just going to get our M3 screw. You see that there? Small M3 screw. We're just going to screw that into the hole that we tapped already, and that's going to hold this in place. Okay, finally we have our dabbing hands. So I already have our 4-inch nipple for one hand, with a cap on the end of that. Tighten that in place. And next we have our 90, but first we have to put in 1.5 inch nipple, then our 90, turn that around until it's facing out. A little bit more. Okay. Now we have this 90. This is called a street 90. As you can see, it has a thread on one side of the 90. So that will go straight in here. And we want that facing. Well, you can move it later to whatever position you want. This is a 2-inch nipple and a cap. Okay, just bring this down a bit. Alright, how's it going again? This is Niall from Copper and Candles, and I hope you enjoyed my tutorial. Hope everything was clear for you, and if you have any questions you can contact me on my Facebook page, where there will be a link in the description. Also there will be a shopping list on my Facebook page for all the parts you need to build your own dabbing lamp. Okay, don't forget to subscribe, share, like, and I'll be adding new tutorials every couple of weeks. So get building. Dabba dabba doo.